So moving to next question, children. A body covers an arc of a circle of radius r subtending an angle of 120 degrees. Arc angle was given to be 120 degrees at the center of the circle. The magnitude of the displacement of the body is. So first of all, to understand this in a proper way, let us try to consider the circle. Circle, if you observe that the complete circle would be 360 degrees and half circle would be 180 degrees. 1/4 circle will be 90 degrees. 120 means more than 1/4 circle and lesser than half circle. So the angle will be something like this. More than 90 and less than 180. So this will be a 120 degrees whose radius was given to be r, and this was the arc of the circle. The body would have covered this length. Let this be initial position, this be final position. The magnitude of the displacement of the body is, that means from here to here the body would have covered a certain distance. The line joining from initial to final position, this will be your displacement. So you need to find out this value. Just to find out this, first of all, look at the hint over there. Okay, if you are not familiar with, what it exactly says is, a line passing through the center of the circle bisects the chord of the circle. Chord of the circle means divide the chord into two equal portions. That means this length must be equals to this length. If this length happens to be x, this length also will be x only. Okay. So this is the line joining bisects this chord into two equal parts. And in the above figure, if you observe carefully, this forms a right angle triangle. This forms a right angle triangle. If it bisects means the total angle would be 120 degrees. Hence, this angle will be 60 degrees and the remaining angle would also be 60 degrees. In this right angle triangle, this length was given as r, this was 60 and this was x. Okay, let me draw it properly. To make you understand, let me draw it properly once again. So the total would be 120 degrees. So this portion is 60 degrees and this portion is 60 degrees. This happens to be r, and among which this is x and this is also x, and this will be a right angle triangle. Just focus on this right angle triangle. In that right angle triangle, if you observe carefully, this value is 60 degrees, this is x and this is r, as this is a right angle triangle. From this, for this angle, you know the opposite value as well as hypotenuse. So, opposite and hypotenuse comes under which trigonometric function, children? Sine. So, clearly sine 60 is equals to opposite by hypotenuse. Sine 60 equals to x by r. The value of sine 60 is equals to root 3 by 2, which is equals to x by r. To find out x, you have x is equals to r times of root 3 by 2. The portion from here to here is r times of root 3 by 2. But what you have asked to find out, the displacement of the body means not from here to here. It is from completely from here to here you need to find out. What is the total length, children? It is 2x. Hence, the total displacement would be, displacement is nothing but 2x. Displacement is how much, children? 2x. Okay. So this is nothing but 2 times of the value of x is how much? R root 3 by 2. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. Hence, the value of displacement would be r root 3. What is the value of displacement? R root 3. Hence, the correct option would be first one. Okay. Moving ahead. A man travels 30 meters due north, 20 meters due east, 30 root 2 meters due southwest. The displacement of the man is, it's totally based on the vector concept, children. If you are good at vectors, it will be easier. I hope you already learned vectors in your 6th standard. Okay. So based on that, let me try to explain it clearly. So children, what was given data means north, south, east, west. Okay. East is represented by on x-axis I cap. West means negative x-axis minus I cap. North, positive y-axis plus j cap, and south minus j cap. Okay. Well, a man travels 30 meters due north. North means upwards. This is north, south, east and west. So let us, so 30 meters, what is initially given? 30 meters due north. North means plus j cap. And then 20 meters due east. East is this way, and later on 20 meters due east means I cap. And 30 root 2 meters due southwest. Southwest means somehow in this direction. Southwest, not exactly south nor west, it is in between that. So maybe 45 degrees you can consider, and how much angle it was given, value it was given? 30 root 2. So 30 root 2 heading southwest. Southwest means 45 degrees. So this vector can be resolved into two components, horizontal component as well as vertical component. So this 30 root 2 can be written here as 30 root 2 angle, that is cos 45, and here it can be written as 30 root 2 sin 45. So it covers in both horizontal component as well as vertical component. 30 root 2 cos 45 along negative x-axis and 30 root 2 sin 45 along negative y-axis. So what you can write it as plus 30 root 2 cos 45 where along negative x-axis means minus I cap. Minus I cap, and again 30 root 2 sin 45 where, my children, sin 45 in negative y-axis. Negative y-axis. This is how you need to write it. So this gives you the final displacement of the body. Displacement is equals to this total value. So this is nothing but simplification. 30 j cap plus 20 I cap plus 30 root 2. Cos 45 can be written as cos 45 1 by root 2 into minus I cap plus 30 root 2. Again, sin 45 is nothing but again 1 by root 2. So into 1 by root 2 minus j cap. Okay, children. So this is what was given data. After simplification, root 2 gets cancelled. Here also root 2 gets cancelled. So what is left over? 30 j cap plus 20 I cap plus, instead of plus what we'll write is 30 minus I cap is there. So minus you bring forward minus 30 I cap. Here also yes. Here also what you write is, this is minus is there, bring the minus forward, then 30 j cap. Now simplify 30 j cap and minus 30 j cap will get cancelled. So what is left over? 20 I cap minus 30 I cap. This is nothing but minus 10 I cap. Hence the final displacement would be minus 10 I cap. But here they haven't written in vector format. It is written as some west-east direction we need to say. What is the numerical part you got? 10. Which direction minus I cap means west direction. So your answer would be 10 meters towards west. What is that, children? 10 meters towards west. So where is the answer? 10 meters towards west is your first option. Next. An object is in motion only if it can changes its position with respect to a fixed point. Some reference point or fixed point is there. So how do you define this motion of a body? Whenever the position of a body object changes with respect to some fixed point, then we say that the body is set into motion. Okay, so fixed point. Next. The branch of physics which deals with the motion of objects while taking into consideration the cause of motion is. So, 3 categories I told you. Mechanics is classified into 3 categories. One is kinematics without considering the cause of motion. Dynamics with considering, taking into account the cause of motion, and the other is statics, bodies under rest condition. So, what they have asked, taking into consideration means dynamics. Next, a boy standing on the ground drops a ball from certain height. The ball is in the state of dash with respect to the boy. Rest, motion, both rest and motion, or none of the above. So, what is happening means the ball has been dropped by the body. Whenever the ball was dropped, what happens? The ball moves down. So, the boy is still standing, whereas the ball is set in motion. So, what is that? The ball is in the state of motion with respect to boy, because the boy is standing and still observing the ball, and the ball is changing its position with respect to the boy. Hence, the rest of motion. A body moving from one place to another place is state of motion. Position changes one place to another place. So, if its state changes means it is called as motion. From one place to another place is state of motion. A person sitting in a moving train is at rest with respect to the co-passengers, with the other passengers. I have given you an example of bus. There they were asking you the example of train. Makes it not much difference, okay? So, when a passenger observes his position with respect to a co-passengers, both are sitting in the train and both are traveling together with the train. So, their position does not change with respect to each other. Hence, they are considered to be at rest condition with respect to co-passengers or other passengers. Hence, your option number 4. A tree in a park is in the state of dash with respect to the ground. Tree, ground is at rest condition. When the ground is observing the tree, is the tree moving anywhere? No, the tree is still at rest condition only. So, a tree in a park is in the state of rest with respect to the ground. Next, a book lying on the table is an example of dash with respect to the table. So, book is simply lying on the table. Lying means, is it moving with respect to table? No, it's still, its position is being fixed to one region. Hence, it is in the state of rest. So, a body at rest.